Hi, everyone. It's Rebecca Horniak here, Director of Instructional Services at the Saginaw ISD, and we are going to start attempting to share information in a new platform, and that's via video and posting it to a YouTube channel. And so hopefully you can refer back to it if you have questions. And then that way that hopefully reduces some of the communication challenges we may have, or having to have a meeting to have another meeting, right? So what I thought we would cover today is our service plan from the instructional department. Many of you have seen the service plan. You may be asking lots of questions, so I thought I kind of would go over the philosophy behind it and why we're doing what we're doing in regards to how do you access the consultant services. So the first thing I want to show you is all of the amazing services that we are going to be providing next year at no charge in regards to professional learning within your districts. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so you can see what I'm referring to. So this is a document that I will send out, but it is our in-district supports for 2019-2020. And what is in its contents is basically all the different areas that the instructional department can come and provide services to you in your district. You're going to want this information as you are working on your district improvement plans, as well as your Title II and Title I services in your consolidated app. So the department is actually focused on 4 major key areas. The first one being science and math, STEM related type activities. Megan Coonan is the consultant. So you will see in this document all of the services Megan can provide and support you with in both science and in math. Now, if there's something here that is not listed that you're interested in, feel free just to contact Megan. You don't necessarily need to, struggle and question and think. Just call her or just email her, and she can kind of talk about what she can provide for you in regards to services for science and mathematics. This is just recommendations. So you'll see the name of the activity, how much time she would recommend, and then you'll see Megan is the lead consultant. So we'll scroll down. Another area that we are all focused on is literacy. And the lead consultant on this is Heather Phelps, who's also the department's assistant director. And you will see a lot of information around literacy in regards to the services we can provide. Simply, if something's missing that's not there, you want more information, just contact Heather. She'll be able to say, yes, we can or cannot provide that. In most cases, we're going to say yes, and we will figure it out. Another area that we are focused on is continuous improvement or systems work, things like your CNA or continuous improvement site reviews, MTSS practice profile, all those pieces. You're going to go ahead and contact me if you have any questions as you're building those in. And then our final area is the whole child, which is Amy Wasman. She kind of leads that up within the department, but you'll see her partner in crime, John Lefevre from the special education department, listed as well. And these are just guidelines. These are just recommendations. If you don't have certain time limitations, you can definitely reach out to them for more specifics as to what you're looking for. But that's kind of like the first step, is what can we come and provide to your district? Now, when we're talking about services for next year, I think a couple big shifts that are occurring. One, we're really focused on district planning, not so much building level. And so we really want to make sure that districts are all on board with what all the different buildings are doing, and is tied to their district plan and is tied to their consolidated app. The second piece to that that we're really focused on is not providing professional development like we used to do, right? So we shifted from one-day workshops to series, and now we're shifting from series to networks because there's power in collaboration. So we're going to be providing a lot of collaboration across the county. We're going to have our literacy coaching network like we always do. We'll have things like the MTSS network, behavior support system network. So we're designing that and solidifying dates. We have your PD dates, so hopefully there won't be any major conflicts, and we'll be cautious of that. But between on-site ISD collaboration across the county with some generalized outcome focused specific things that we're going to be working on. The other piece to that is the service plan, meaning we come to you. So you have this list of in-district supports that we're going to provide. You need to kind of let us know what you want. So we have a service plan. And the way this works is, if you look at the screen, this is the template. You would fill in what is the district goal, strategy, and activity that this is tied to. Is it district level or building specific? If it's building specific, you would provide the building information. What is the service area you're asking for? What are the details, meaning what do you want to accomplish out of the service? The dates of service, and then we'll fill in the staff responsible. Once you have completed this portion of it, and you can feel free to add multiple rows if you need multiple rows, your district superintendent would sign off. I would review and sign off, and then Dr. Stewart, the ISD superintendent, would sign off on this. And the reason behind this is so that we're all in communication as to what services we're providing to each and every district. And there's a little bit of an agreement statement there, just in regards to the services that we're providing, and that we're actually going to provide reports to the ISD, or excuse me, to the local superintendents regarding the services. Now, here's what's kind of going to happen is we want this plan to be done at the same time your consolidated app and your district plan is done, which is June 30th. Obviously, we'll be a little bit flexible if you need to complete it like in July, get it to us, but we need these dates, especially if you need services in August. Those fill up really, really, really fast. And we're doing this as first come, first served basis. And so you're going to want to fill this out as soon as you can and get it to us, so that we can review it and make sure we have consultants available and that we can block those dates for you. The piece to consider as you're filling this out is trying to plan for a full year. What we're trying to do is we're trying to avoid getting phone calls a week before a meeting or a week before a PD day that you need us to come in and provide a service or a support. It takes a lot of time and effort to plan those types of events. And so what we're trying to do is provide a nice solid calendar basis for our consultants. Now, one thing to consider is, being that this is the first year going into next year that we're utilizing something like this, we will be flexible, and things do pop up. That's just kind of the nature of the beast, right? Things pop up throughout the year. And so we're totally okay with that. But if a principal reaches out to us, we are also going to follow up with the superintendent just so they're aware that the principal reached out and asked for support, and made sure we will add it to the service plan as an addendum and keep track of that information as well throughout the year. So that's kind of the concept behind the service plan. Is these are in-house services that we would provide at no charge on your PD days. If you need us to attend a staff meeting, maybe you want us to help facilitate conversations at PLCs, whatever that type of situation is, this is for consultants to come in and do work with your districts. Now, what this does not include are things like coaches. If you purchase coaching services from us or English learner services, if it's a purchased service, that's not included in this. That's a separate agreement, and we handle that a little bit differently. So this is just for your PD days. It's for your professional learning and support plan, is what we like to call it. The other piece we want to clarify is the difference between a consultant and a coach. My lead consultants are function like systems coaches in that they're at the ISD and they're working on building capacity in our local districts, right? So they are working diligently to build capacity with your teaching staff and with your teacher leaders and your coaches within your district. What they are not are coaches. Coaches are people that come on a regular basis and work directly with one teacher at a time, two teachers at a time, whatever the situation is. Coaches are a paid for service. And so if you are interested in having a coach on site in your buildings on a regular basis, feel free to contact me and we can work out the details. Some of you already do that. And we appreciate your support in that area. So that was just a quick snippet. Hopefully I explained it well in regards to the professional learning and support plan. Like I said, we're also going to be hosting networks, and there'll be special events that come up. And we're trying to get those scheduled as quickly as possible, but it's CHAMPS training. We always host those at the county level. I know Heather's got a few things that we're going to be offering, and we're trying to get those out to you. But things also pop up on our end on a regular basis throughout the year. And so we're working on kind of solidifying those pieces and those dates. But we know a lot of you are in the planning phase in regards to professional learning and your school district improvement plans. So we wanted to make sure you fully understood the purpose behind the service plan, what should be in it, and kind of the process. So I'm going to send this video out, as well as the service plan and the menu of services that you can take a look. And feel free to contact any of the lead consultants regarding questions you may have with dates and services and what that could potentially look like. But we do want to get this solidified as soon as possible, especially if you're going to be requesting professional learning those last 2 weeks in August. If you have any questions, feel free to call me or email me at any time. Thanks.